What's up, America? It's your boy, Chuck Johnson, a.k.a. Kid Thunder. There are two things I want to talk about today. The first thing is that I've seen a link on the Washington Compost, seen an article on the Washington Compost, and they were talking. The title of the article is called "United States Owes Black People Reparations for a History of Racial Terrorism," says United Nations panel. And I want to set the record straight. In the case of Owen, okay, I'm going to set the record straight. I think everybody in America knows that slavery was obviously horrible for this country. It was bad for this country. But the real underlying question is that how is it that this country called America owes black people like myself reparations for what started the past? Now, I was born in 86, okay? 1986. Slavery was long done, was abolished long before I was born, okay? And I'm only 31 years old. Now, the thing is this. The Washington Compost, who came up with this who talked about this stupid article, was talking about the legacy of colonial history, enslavement, racial subordination and segregation, racial terrorism, racial inequality in the U.S. remains a serious challenge. And they also go on talking about contemporary police killings and the trauma they create are reminiscent of the past racial terror of lynching. Okay, I want to say this. Last time I checked, FBI statistics show that law enforcement officers are less likely to use excessive force on African Americans. And I'm going to tell you this right here, okay? I've been pulled over by police officers before on multiple occasions, all right? And how many times has it gotten out of control? Not a single time. Like, real shit, okay? To compare police officer involved shootings where a police officer, regardless if the cop is black, white, whatever, happens to shoot a black person, they want to compare that to lynching? Really? Something's not right, because here's the thing. In most cases, okay, let's take it back to Mike Brown 4 years ago. When he had that altercation between Brown and a police officer, which resulted in Brown getting shot to death by the officer. Mike Brown was never a saint from the get-go. Okay? He robbed the store and the cops are called on. And the cop obviously apprehending him and his friend, but they refused. They failed to be compliant. So evidently, yes, that police involved shooting was literally justified. Now, I'm going to set the record straight, okay? Yes, there are police involved shootings which is done mistakenly, okay? Keep in mind, there are police officers out there that are obviously not perfect, okay? They got bad mental, some of them, there are some police officers that has bad mental issues. But anyway, now I want to talk about this other subject where Black Lives Matter, this anti-cop organ organization, this anti-cop pro-black organization wants to call themselves, saying that the NRA is a terrorist organization. Really? Really? Okay, here's the thing. In the past, the NRA was really beneficial for African Americans, especially when it comes to African Americans defending themselves from terrorist organizations like the KKK. But the problem is this. Okay, how is it that the NRA is a bad organization? You know, that's my issue right there. You explain it, Black Lives Matter, since you're supposed to speak for black people like myself, which, to be honest, you never did. Now, of course, basically the activists, I think the activists of Black Lives Matter basically responded to the I don't know, Freddie Gray, when it came to the custody death of Freddie Gray out in Baltimore. But I mean, this is kind of like this. Okay, I got a question. To all these libtards who wanna attack the NRA. When has the NRA ever incited riots or incited violence on said individual? I'll wait. Unless if you're one of those low IQ informed bastards who keeps up watching Queer News Network or MSNBC Hee Haw, where you get your information from there. Otherwise, I'll wait, because I don't like to quarrel around with ignorant buffoons on subjects like this. But as far as another thing about Black Lives Matter was this, like Philando. I don't know if you guys remember the Philando Castile fiasco, when basically, in the case of that traffic stop, yeah, some of them individuals blame the NRA on that behalf too. Okay. But in my honest opinion, the NRA has nothing to do with that. And Black Lives Matter, you're a phony as hell group. You've always been, and literally you will continue to be. I'll wait till Black Lives really matter when you start protesting in front of the Planned Parenthood facilities in predominantly black neighborhoods. I'll wait till Black Lives Matter, go ahead and protest in front of in shithole neighborhoods and communities in Chicago or any other inner city area. Black Lives Matter. Now you're really telling me, now you're really starting to make me want to join the NRA too. Along with these other libtards that wants to bash it. I'm sorry, Black Lives Matter. I, as a black person, don't buy your bullshit. I never bought it from day one, and I still don't buy it today. If anyone who's the real terrorist organization, it's you, Black Lives Matter. I'm Chuck Johnson, a.k.a. Kid Thunder, signing the hell off. Be good to each other. Please like, share, favorite, subscribe, and support me. All right. Peace out.